Hey, good morning. Out at one of our elementary schools, about to spend an hour here with the principal and some of the teachers, and go around and see how things are going. On the emails, I still get emails from folks asking questions, and I think that's a good thing. I've got a couple questions here today that I'd kind of like to wrap together. They deal with both school grades and then with SEPs. And the reason I want to put those two together, the grades have come out. School grades have come out now, and I don't know who's seen them or who hasn't seen them, but what they've done a really good job across the state is ranking schools based on socioeconomic status, and percentage of free and reduced lunch in the school. That's really, we see a very strong correlation between our school grades and the percentage of free and reduced lunch. So what I'd ask people to do, what I would ask everyone to do, and whether you're a parent or whether you're a teacher or whether you're a principal or whether you're just plain interested, is I think there's a lot of good information that we get from, well, maybe less from the letter specifically, the grade, but the SAGE scores and so on. What I'd like you to look at, what I'd ask you to look at, is the experience of your specific child, the experience of that your child is having, or the direction, for that matter, that your school is going. Quite frankly, we looked at our SAGE scores last year, and we've looked at our SAGE scores this year, which are the measures of how our kids are doing. There's growth in almost every measure of the 27 different courses, if you will, that are tested. We did better in 25 of those 27 areas this year over last. That speaks so well to teachers who've learned a whole new system and learned a new set of rules, and kids who are faced with something they've never seen before. But when you look at the information that you can have about your individual child, that is so valuable and so important. So in terms of SEPs, in terms of parent-teacher conferences, whether your kids are getting good grades or whether your kids are not getting good grades, I'd really encourage you to meet with teachers. Ask about the scores, whether those are DIBELS in the elementary or SRI rather in the secondary. Talk to them about their benchmarks, their pre-assessments. What going into this quarter, what going into this semester did my child know or didn't they know? And coming out at the end of the semester, what have they learned? How have they grown? How are they different? That's so much more important, child by child, than is a letter stamped on the forehead of a school or stamped on the forehead of the principal. So look at the data, look at the information. There's a lot of valuable information, but value the information for what it actually tells you and not for maybe how it might otherwise be used for people maybe with a different agenda. So those are my questions about school grades, answers to the questions about school grades and about SEP conferences. Participate, look closely, and there's a lot to be learned. We know more than we ever did before. Thanks so much.